The Dodgers have signed this once formerly elite relief pitcher. That's coming up next here on Dodgers Dugout.
It's time for Dodger baseball. Strike three. Dodgers have won it all in 2020. Mookie Betts cranks one left field.
They're going to make big signings. They're going to make impact trades.
I don't care how many times this team rips my heart out, I'll never stop loving the Los Angeles Dodgers. Think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out. What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here, credential member of Dodgers Media. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Now, if you haven't yet, do us a huge favor and subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and also make sure you comment done down below so you're eligible for our next giveaway that comes at 90,000 subscribers. And also, I want all your takes down below in the comments section. Is the Dodgers signing of Drew Pomeranz something, nothing, or everything? Do you think the Dodgers can get his career back on track? Let me know down below. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So we've got a signing to break down. The Dodgers have signed left-handed reliever Drew Pomeranz to a minor league contract. This was first reported by Alex Friedman, who is the broadcaster for the Oklahoma City Baseball Club, the Dodgers AAA affiliate. He does an incredible job. And if you're a Dodgers fan, you're very familiar with Pomeranz because of his time in San Diego. He signed that 4-year, $32 million deal with the Pods back in 2020. And for the first 2 years, it was looking like that was going to be a really nice contract, that they were going to get value out of it. He made 47 appearances from 2020 to 2021 and posted a 1.62 ERA. The walk rate was a little high at 11.4%, but he had a 33.7% strikeout rate, which is well above league average. Also had an impressive 45.8% ground ball rate. He had 4 saved, 22 holds, and unfortunately, his time in San Diego was derailed by injury. He suffered a torn flexor tendon in August of 2021, and he hasn't been back on a major league mound ever since. And that wasn't the only surgery he underwent. He ended up having cleanup surgery on his elbow back in May of last year, and he did go on a rehab assignment for San Diego towards the end of the year, but he was only able to go 5 2/3 innings, wasn't able to make it back. And then this last spring training he spent with the Angels, he made 9 appearances, had 6 strikeouts, had 3 walks, allowed 8 hits and 5 earned runs. So he wasn't awful. He wasn't terrible. He just wasn't good. And the Angels had better options, and he was released. So, look, I think for me, Drew Pomeranz right now, is this something, nothing, or everything? Well, it's never nothing with the Dodgers, right? Because if you're signed to this team, even if it's not a minor league contract, they think they can find some way to get some value out of you, whether it's depth and stockpiling depth at the minor league level and getting some insurance in case guys at the big league level go down, or they can tweak certain things in your mechanics and try to get you back to where you were. Now, Drew Pomeranz is interesting because this is someone who really is a 4-seam fastball, curveball pitcher primarily. He throws that 4-seam fastball the majority of the time. And when he was at his best, you were looking at mid to upper 90s fastball. And that's what interests me, is the fact that, look, what the Dodgers do is they say, okay, we're going to make you throw your least effective pitch a lot less, and we're going to find a way to have you throw your most effective pitch more. And there's a pitch that we think that you can learn and we can teach you. We're going to throw that into your arsenal. Will they be able to do that with a Drew Pomeranz that's really relied on 2 pitches for his entire career, and he's sitting around 35 years of age? Can you really teach an old dog new tricks at this stage of his career? I don't know if that's what they're going to try to do, but I think for him, it's just about seeing if he can get as healthy as he's been in years. That's the first step. Can you get close to 100% healthy? If the answer is yes, then I think there's a chance that he could be effective. But that is really what the Dodgers do. I mean, the pessimistic side of this is saying, okay, it's a minor league deal for a guy that probably should retire, right? There's always a chance that some of these guys can work out, but the reality is that most of the time it doesn't happen, right? That's the pessimistic side of this, but I think you got to trust in the Dodgers' track record, and Drew Pomeranz is someone that has had a lot of success in this league. I mean, dating back to when He was traded to the Milwaukee Brewers, and he ends up going from a starter to reliever, and he was lights out ever since in that role until the injuries started to hit. But look, he is a lefty. The Dodgers can definitely use more left-handed pitcher depth in their organization, and he is a name. So this is the classic Andrew Friedman no-risk move. No risk, all reward, right? That's the only thing that could come from this. It's just a reward because it is a minor league contract, and hopefully for his sake, he can get back on track. Now, as far as Walker Buehler, we touched on that yesterday, but Walker will make his first of what could be 4 rehab starts in Tacoma, Washington against the Mariners AAA affiliate. And Walker Buehler, if everything goes right, we could see him back on the mound by the end of April. So you look at this rotation right now. You got Glass now. You got Yamamoto. You got Bobby Miller. You got James Paxton. You got Gavin Stone. You throw Walker Buehler back in that mix. What does that mean? Does everyone kind of take a step back? That's possible. It's most likely what they're going to do. Michael Grove did not look effective last night. You're still waiting to get Blake Trinan and Brusdar Graterol back and healthy into this bullpen, and it's definitely going to be a ways away. That's what Dave Roberts said a few days ago, but very encouraging stuff with Walker Buehler. Dave said a couple days ago that he's coming sooner than they expected. I was on hand to take on his live session a couple days ago where he faced hitters. He pitched 4 simulated innings, and the stuff was coming out really nicely. The ball was coming out of his hand. It was exploding. You saw nice velocity on that 4-seam fastball, some hard contact here and there, but he looks like he's absolutely ready to get back out on that mound. And of course, he's well past that 13 to 15, 16-month window for Tommy John surgery recovery and flexor tendon repair. But I think for Walker Buehler, that's someone to be excited about because this rotation, we'll see how Yamamoto fares tonight. But to have another starter, that's one of the big wild cards for this season. One of the big wild cards for this year, one of the big X factors is if Walker Buehler truly can pitch like an ace and he can get back to being a top 10 to 15 to 20 pitcher in Major League Baseball, that is going to change what the Dodgers do, I think, at the deadline if everyone stays healthy and Yamamoto performs to his capabilities. And I think that's going to allow the Dodgers to focus on that shortstop position, namely Willy Adames. And maybe that is the position where they focus on to try to upgrade with Mookie Betts better off at second base, in my opinion. Now, it was nice to see Miguel Rojas get a home run and a single yesterday, but how about that? Walker Buehler back by the end of April. Like I said, he looks good. He feels confident. He, I think, is as healthy as he's been in a long, long time, and he's ready to just unleash and get it going where he can get 6 innings every start. And that really is the goal for him. They want 6 innings to start from Walker Buehler, and they want him ramped up to that level. So he's not basically rehabbing on the fly at the major league level where he's going out there and going 3 to 4 innings. That's not what they want to do. They don't want to tax the bullpen like that. I think Walker Buehler, he sees people saying, you know what, we don't really trust him. We don't trust what we're going to get out of him. We think that maybe a second Tommy John surgery, maybe he's damaged goods. I think Walker Buehler just kind of being around him, it feels like he's using all of this as fuel, knowing that he's in a contract year, and if he puts together a great season, he's going to have some great options. And I think also he wants to prove to the Dodgers that say, okay, I saw the deal you gave to Will Smith, right? I want to stay here in Dodger Blue. I'm a big part of the culture here too, so I think that he wants to perform well to give himself the best chance of re-signing with this organization. Also think too, based on how the year goes, maybe there's a world where he signs back on a shorter-term deal just to prove it once again to teams out there that he is healthy and he's still a premier starter in this league. So I can't tell you how excited I am about Walker Buehler. So 4 rehab starts, the first one this week, knock that one out, get the bounce back, get the rehab assignment completed, come back and perform at the big league level. But that's going to do it for this episode of Dodgers Dugout. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. If you haven't yet, do me a huge favor and subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel, #1 show. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button. Remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.